Life is too short to argue. Just say I love you and move on. Uber driver, doesn't speak, me, 5 stars. Spends an entire week studying, my brain during the test, Corky. The world does not revolve around your dog, me. Wolverine is just 2 Batman kissing. Remove your hand from the box and lie, what's in the box? Wet food from the sink. Me after the police officer said anything you say can and will be held against you in court. You can't recognize a song from 2 emojis, me. Let's implement agile to increase productivity. Also 15 meetings in a day. Monday.com 20 daily monitorings. Why is no one productive anymore? The 4 Horsemen of Yeah, I'm definitely skipping that movie. Is everyone getting more annoying or am I just getting angrier? Can you even imagine getting in bed and then easily falling asleep and then waking up feeling rested and then having a good day and then doing it again? I hate when a 22-year-old speaks to me like we are on the same level. Yes, we are both technically adults, but you need half a dozen real adult heartbreaks, some dark bouts with alcoholism, about a decade of depression and a rock bottom before you approach me as an equal. My love, wrong people. When you're staying at your mate's house and you hear their mum shout your friend can F off too. I faked every orgasm. I saw every meme you sent me at least a month before you showed it to me. Slow Wi-Fi. Slow Wi-Fi, but it's an ad. Investors, we should replace all our employees with AI so we can make more money. What happened to all our customers? Fastest things on earth. Cheetah, airplane, speed of light, me getting attached. I know that real adults do multiple loads of laundry for different colored clothes, but I have been putting all my clothes in at the same time and I'm just saying nothing bad has happened yet. Big Chunga Saint, even funny, I miss the good memes like Ugandan Knuckles. I used to think adulthood was one crisis after another. I was wrong. Multiple crises. Concurrently, all at once, all the time, forever. Gen Z, Gen X, first time. I know a guy with a little d that sounds like an owl. Who, exactly? Me, my dog. When helicopters operate in sandstorms, they create a halo of sparks. Guys will see this and say hell yeah. Some days I just want to reply emails with okay and this picture. Man, gulps, his wife after he accidentally implied to the marriage counselor that she often beat him. That's a little bold of you, know. POV, you're using POV correctly. How do you say I promise I'm smart, my brain is just fried professionally? Me realizing that tofu contains protein, around 10 to 20% of its dry weight, so I can build more muscle by more cigarettes. You got a new job at a local restaurant. Gordon Ramsay comes in. I can fart whenever I want, but I gotta hold in a sheet till I see a bathroom. Land of the free, yeah right. Me calling my boss on his vacation, just like he did on mine. Random memory of when I was doing a food tour in Paris and the guide was waxing lyrical about French butter to the point where he went round everybody on the tour. Where are you from? US. Your butter is terrible. Netherlands. Not as good as French butter. And so on. Then he got to us and we said we were from Ireland. He paused and then with extreme gravity he said Irish. Butter is comparable to French, and I randomly felt a bout of national pride I have never experienced before or since. Homer Simpson inventing lean, back in 1991. Auto, 1080p. Manually clicking on 1080p. Even a gangster like me need a forehead kiss sometimes. Girls when they get a compliment, thank you, topographical map of Brazil. World leaders, saving the planet, wars. Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet vacationed in Saint Tropez together. Can't believe he's trusting her around water again, shaking my head. Man, I wonder how I can destroy my lungs, cover my walls and ceiling in yellow stains and take 10 years off my life. The humble it. Now this looks like a job for me. Dumbledore. Hogwarts is the safest place. Harry Potter at the end of every school year. Facts. Games don't need better graphics nor story, they need better gameplay. Me thinking about what my life could have been if I wasn't dumb and insecure in my 20s. Americans lamenting the USA becoming a low trust society, the developing world, first time. Temu feels like raccoons selling things they found and they don't really understand what they're called or how much they should cost. Why is it the greatest champions of the white race always turn out to be the worst examples of it? You, what, where the F is your chin? Me trying to stay informed, yet another devastating historical event happening. My daughter asked me what it's like to have kids, so I interrupted her every 11 seconds until she cried. I used to have this mental illness where I thought logical arguments would change someone's mind. Me passing someone, you slow bee, me being passed, okay speed racer, the exact speed at which I drive is the most correct and everyone else is stupid and should lose their license. Companies, senior employees after asking for a raise, I don't want to play with you anymore. Me, can I have a turn in the hedge now, hedgehog? No. Why don't you read the books you already own before buying new books? Why don't you eat all the food in the house before going shopping? That's what you sound like. That's how crazy you sound right now. Me, because I got the nose some people pay thousands of euros for. Supercell ID. What the F is Supercell? Me watching everything happen as I said it would. Lava cake. When the teacher asks who is presenting next. Tell me a joke. ChatGPT. Have you ever tried to eat a clock? You. No. ChatGPT. Okay. Someone call the fashion police. Diner. Waitress. Cops and kids 5 and under eat for free. Me discreetly nudging my 6-year-old. My 6-year-old loots a dog. People going to the French protests just to see the women there. I talk a lot of shit about Mondays, but Tuesdays can go F themselves too. I just had a brain aneurysm trying to read this. Finally fart free water. Meditation. For normal people, I bring you peace. For me, you are not fine. You are in constant pain. Would you like a happy end? Yes please. Alright. And they lived happily ever after. Sniff. Me whenever my boss tries to have a constructive conversation. When you think about lacking on but you are not as horny as you used to be, you are free. When you snooze your alarm on Monday at 8:25 am and then wake up on Wednesday at 7:45 pm. How girls wake up. How boys wake up. How do I convert to PDF? All hail a breeder. Everyday's dilemma, me, doing nothing because I'm depressed, being depressed because I do nothing. I didn't know I needed a dinosaur hot dog holder until now. This is my cat, he's so cute and friendly, the cat. When your manager says no pressure, but then stands behind you the entire time. Does it hurt to get a tattoo? Depends on the area, I live in North Punjab. Every single metal element, copper and gold, bismuth. When you're pooping for so long the automatic bathroom lights turn off, Bravo 6 going dark. I literally told you yesterday, don't you remember? Me. When you genuinely try to study but you're just too dumb. Me hanging out with my friends while dodging the draft for World War III. How I feel after I shout damn a bit too loud on my way to work in my cozy car with AC and cup holder. What the F? How come there's already so much PO of me? You get used to it. Me saying I'll let you know knowing damn well I won't let them know. You don't know where I'm from, bro. When someone annoys me, I'll lend them money, and I never see them again in my life. If your bank account could speak, what would it say? Stop transferring money to your savings if you're just going to transfer it back. Waking up 3 minutes before I have to log in from home. What's your overthinking style? 1. Make up scenarios. 2. Reread texts. 3. Google everything. 4. Ask a friend for the 10th time. 5. Rehearse conversations that will never happen. 6. Spiral over something that happened 3 years ago at 2 AM. Humans really could have had a beautiful little existence on Earth just creating art and eating fruit. Instead we have credit scores and taxes. Boomers, when they give a final FU to our generation by sending us off to life for oil in the Middle East yet again. Hard times, great memes, good times, weak memes.
Spare change, ma'am.